Welcome back, or welcome. Finally ready to finish this dining room makeover. There's just some few little touches that I want to do to kind of finish off the room. I'll show you what I want to address next, and that would be my plant stand and monstera. This plant stand, I got it from an estate sale a while back ago, and it is definitely not the vibe. I also need to repot this plant super badly. I'll give you a little bit closer view here. Here is just like a little bit closer view of this plant. This is the original pot that got the plant in, and it's been in here for at least 2 years, so it's definitely time for it to repot, and I need to add some stakes to give it some stability, make this corner look a little bit prettier. All right, and these are the solutions that I have to the plant stand. So obviously I don't love this off-white color, and then this one's pretty rusty and chipped up, so I want to try to fix that a little bit as best as I can so they clean up and look all right when I bring them inside. So first step is I'm going to clean them off. Oh, and also I did pick these both up from an estate sale. This one was $12 and this was $3, so this was a really good deal. But yeah, let's clean these up. See the chippy paint in there, but it's just like flaking right off. While we wait for the plant stands to dry outside, we will move on to the next step, next DIY. And I found this curtain panel on eBay, and I really love this print. Unfortunately, there's only one panel, but fortunately, it's actually really wide. Like, this is how far it goes across, and this window luckily is very narrow, so I am just going to cut it in half and then sew the raw hem to make 2 separate panels. Because this curtain was so wide, I decided to fold it in half on this little table, find the middle point, and then cut a little notch, and then flipped it over, and then did basically the same thing where I cut on the other side as well. While it was still folded in half, I did measure that it was 34 inches, and then I went ahead and measured 34 inches down all the way along the entire curtain. That way I knew where I could make a line to connect all those dashes to make a even panel, as best I could anyways, while not having it laid flat across the surface. Well, that looks as straight as I can get it, so here goes nothing. So it's another day and another week maybe. I went ahead and can't really say it. Here, let me adjust. Went ahead and sanded all 3 of these pieces for the plant stands, so they're a little bit smoother. They're not gonna be perfect by any means. Closer view. Got rid of most of the paint chippage, so it's always better. Still not perfect, of course. This is still a little rough. Next step is to prime. It's so bright. Good morning. So another day, and I got this can of spray paint. They're all primed as best I could. I actually ran out of the primer, but I will go ahead and now get these all spray painted. Okay, so next step is I have this fabric. Let me show you actually. Don't mind this messy room, but this fabric I have right here, I picked up from a fellow vendor at Let Me Tea Times, and I think this would look quite lovely on the walls, but I'm going to frame it, not frame it, I'm going to stretch it over some stretch bars, which I've never done before, but I watched some tutorials, so it shouldn't be too difficult. We'll have some more pretty wall stuff to put in the dining room. So let's do that. As you can tell, these stretch bars were fairly easy to put together, pretty intuitive. They just took a little bit of force to kind of smash them in together. Fabric print was a little bit difficult because the two patterns butt right up against each other. There isn't any space to allow for stretching. So it took me a little bit to figure out how I wanted to cut it. And in the end, I did end up, as you'll see, I cut it a little bit narrow. Here I am just marking the corner so I know exactly where I'm going to line it up once I do get it cut and start stapling the fabric to the stretch bars. In the tutorial that I watched on how to stretch fabric over canvas, they tore the edge to help it fray less, so that's what I'm doing here to separate the two pieces. I do end up tearing the edges that were a bit longer. In hindsight, I definitely didn't need to do this. They weren't that long to where it was going to hinder the stretching ability or folding it, I should say. But lesson learned. Just a little bit extra effort here that I did, and you'll see that it hurt my hand in the end. Hand. Got canvas pliers, so we'll use this. Okay, so moment of truth. Hey, not too bad. There are some imperfections. There's a little bit of rippling down here. Obviously our ugly corner right here, but I think that it turned out pretty good. So let's go ahead and do the next one. Finally done. And the reveal! Oh yeah, this one turned out dang well perfect, so I'm happy about that. Okay, so next up on the agenda is repotting the monstera. So I have this pot, I got this at an estate sale, I want to say for like $6 maybe, I'm not sure. But it needs a drainage hole, so my husband will help me add that and we'll go from there. Okay. And we now have a hole, baby. This. And some perlite. Soup. I don't think. There we go. Grab our moss poles. See how this goes. And I got these little moss ties for the moss pole. I went to so many different garden places just to find all these supplies because I did not want to get anything off Amazon. Oh, I wonder if you're supposed to like use these and then use the ties around them? I wish there was some fucking instructions on this stupid ass thing. Ah, okay. I see. So I push the little pin into this and I think now I can use these stupid moss ties. Okay. Ah, there we go. Look at that. Pin in there. Stupid little ties. Maybe some wire that sounds easier. I don't know. Or stupid little tie. And she's done. So this is the last project I'm doing today, and tomorrow we're finishing the dang dining room makeover, and that's a promise. Hopefully. Anyways, this is as best as I could get that. Way harder than I thought, but at least it's done, and see you tomorrow. Alright, it's the next day, and now that we got all of the DIYs done, we can go ahead and finish off this room makeover, put all these elements together, so let's get to it. So because my curtain rod is so wide, it wouldn't fit through this like little folded part on the curtain. I went ahead and bought a pack of these rings. They're a couple bucks from Lowe's. I can thread them through the curtain and then slide them through the curtain rods. I also should mention that I forgot to get the curtain rod brackets, so I had to pick those up from At Home, which I don't know why it was so hard to find just regular white curtain brackets, but it was. These for the ends from IKEA. The spaceship pet water dispenser. Okay, you can't drink it yet. I'm sorry, you can't drink it yet. It's not ready. It's not ready yet, guys. Pretty sure it goes like that. Seems like it should be tighter than that. Maybe it is just I think it goes over this, but I can't get it on. Why does that not line up correctly? I'm so confused. Okay, there we go. Okay, but why is that happening? Maybe it's just... Okay, there we go. I finally got it. Hey, I did it! Yeah, I could go a little bit higher. Like that, room is finally done. You can see a little bit behind me, but let's give you the reveal. Voila! Okay, well that completes the makeover. I hope you enjoyed this space age yellow dream dining room of mine. I definitely have more video ideas. I don't know what I'm gonna do next, but I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!